Hello, this is Eric Lanke, President and CEO of the National Fluid Power Association, and this is a short presentation providing an overview of market trends, industry segments, forecasts, and import-export statistics for hydraulic cylinders manufactured in the United States. Cylinders are one of the central components of many hydraulic systems, and a large number of NFPA members are engaged in their design, manufacture, and sale. Much of the data I'll review in this presentation comes from the confidential shipment statistics of these members, which NFPA is uniquely able to aggregate and wash clean of company-specific identifiers. These aggregated statistics and their resulting forecasts are for the use of NFPA members only. Reproduction or dissemination of any part of this presentation, which was recorded on October 29, 2021, without the prior consent of NFPA is prohibited. Let's start with the overall size of the hydraulic cylinder market in the United States. NFPA's Confidential Shipment Statistics Program tracks about 94% of the total fluid power products manufactured by NFPA member companies. In 2018, the dollar value of those products reached a recent high of just over $8 billion. Hydraulic cylinders that year represented roughly $841 million of that total, or about 10% of the overall fluid power product market. Although there have been some ups and downs in the overall market over the last 5 years, that 10% portion for hydraulic cylinders has remained fairly stable. Therefore, although the amount of hydraulic cylinders manufactured and sold each year varies in proportion to the size of the overall fluid power market, hydraulic cylinder production stays consistently at 10% of the total. Generally speaking, hydraulic cylinders are sold into two primary customer markets: those that represent mobile applications, such as construction and agricultural machinery, and those that represent industrial applications, such as in-plant operations and factory automation. Mobile applications typically represent 2 to 3 times the sales volume as industrial applications. For example, remember that in 2018, the total dollar value of U.S. hydraulic cylinders was $841 million. Mobile applications captured almost $604 million of that total, or 72%, while the industrial applications captured the remaining $237 million, or 28%. When examining NFPA data, it is often helpful to create an index based on relative comparisons to a fixed base year. Our most recent base year is 2018, which we've assigned a value of 100 on this index. This makes it easier to observe actual growth trends in the industry, especially since the number of NFPA members reporting into our programs can change on a monthly basis. Looking at those index numbers, one can more clearly see the dip in market sales after 2018 and through 2020. And we can also see the beginning of a rebound in 2021. This year-to-date data only goes through August of 2021, but that information has us on a trajectory to achieve hydraulic cylinder sales nearly equal to 2018. This index data becomes even more useful when plotted as a 12-month moving average. Each monthly data point on this chart averages the preceding 12 months of index values, on the red line for the total fluid power product market and on the gray line for hydraulic cylinders. In this view, the correlation between these two data series is abundantly clear. As the total fluid power product market goes up and down with the business cycle, the market for hydraulic cylinders follows right along. The Great Recession back in 2008 and 2009, followed by a quick recovery in 2010 and 2011, is the last seismic event for these markets, dwarfing the impact that we've seen in 2020 and 2021 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And our recovery from COVID-19 is also evident on this chart, with both indexes now swinging back towards the base year value. Splitting hydraulic cylinders into its mobile and industrial trend lines provides some additional insight. Here, the red mobile line shows much more volatility than the green industrial line, suggesting that industrial applications are a more stable marketplace for hydraulic cylinders, less influenced by seismic events in the marketplace. NFPA works with two economic forecasting firms, ITR Economics and Oxford Economics, to create detailed forecasts for the U.S. fluid power industry and the many customer and international markets it serves. Both firms are projecting a positive outlook for fluid power in the coming years. Roughly averaging the two forecasts, 2021 should end about 12% higher than 2020, with growth slowing in 2022 to about 7%, and then slowing again in 2023 to about 2%. The corresponding dollar values for hydraulic cylinders are also included here to provide a general idea of the overall impact of these forecasts on the sale of hydraulic cylinders. Finally, let's take a look at the import and export trends for hydraulic cylinders. Like many fluid power products, U.S.-made hydraulic cylinders are sold in various export markets around the world, and foreign-made hydraulic cylinders are sold and imported here in the United States. Over the last 6 years, there has been a consistent negative balance between these two factors, with the dollar value of imports exceeding the dollar value of exports by an average of $405 million. It is noteworthy to say that this imbalance shrunk dramatically in 2020, almost certainly due to the global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. When we look at which countries are the biggest importers of hydraulic cylinders into the United States, Canada, China, the United Kingdom, Japan, and Germany rise to the top of that list. In comparison, the 5 largest export markets for U.S.-made hydraulic cylinders are Canada, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Brazil, and China. This has been a short presentation providing an overview of market trends, industry segments, forecasts, and import-export statistics for hydraulic cylinders manufactured in the United States. If you have questions or would like to learn more, please feel free to contact me by email at elanke@nfpa.com or visit our website at nfpa.com. Thank you.